I am fascinated with it. Now, feminism, always a favorite subject. Today in Feminist Clown World, and I'm going to read a news story that has been sent to me. I've looked around. Everyone's covered this. I've looked into this. I've promised this is real. This is not some conspiratorial thing. I haven't just made it up. This is a real thing from England and America. This is coming to you. You're next, okay? I'm going to read this news report in full, and then I'm going to move straight on. I'm not even going to comment on it. I'm just going to read it to you, and I'm going to allow you to mull it over. A landmark legal case at the High Court in London ended today with a panel of senior judges ruling that the NHS acted in a discriminatory manner by not offering a cervical smear test to a 32-year-old man from Essex. There's a smear test, for a cervix. It's a women's. It's not a pap smear, something else. But this is a cervical smear test to a man from Essex, Nathan Grange Vulva. This is apparently his real name. A fair trade coffee shop owner and men's rights activist from Leigh-on-Sea was awarded £150,000, that's $220,000, in compensation and legal costs in a case that has rumbled on for 5 years after he was denied the procedure at Southend Hospital in 2012. It is thought that the ruling will mean every NHS trust in the country will be forced to offer the test to men over the age of 25 across the United Kingdom. Now, that's funny enough, and the fact that it's a men's rights activist suggests to me that this might have been some kind of troll or stunt. They're trying to make a point about the lunacy of gender feminism, the lunacy of modern third-wave nonsense. But here's what the judge said, which, all that would be fine. If he sort of won on a technicality to prove how insane these people are, I would be okay with that. What I'm not okay with is what the judge said, which shows just how deep, how far in and up the rot has got of this crazy stuff. Listen to this. Chief Judge, the Lord Honourable Justice Curtis, said that the hospital's refusal was an incredible attack on the right of the individual to self-align in terms of gender. A number of doctors have given evidence over the last 4 weeks to argue the case that it is biologically impossible to have a cervical smear test when you are not in possession of a cervix. However, it is the judgment of this court that such a cavalier attitude by the NHS is a direct attack and insult towards anyone who is campaigning for gender equality in the United Kingdom. So just to be completely clear, 4 doctors have said, why are you spending, and by the way, it's the National Health Service, this is taxpayer money. This is socialized medicine. British taxpayers are paying for this stuff. They say, why are you giving some cervical smear tests to people who don't have cervixes? And the judge says, because it hurts the feelings of gender activists not to do so. This is... We hope, the judge continues, this ruling will enable every hospital in the country to take a more considerate and reasoned approach to such requests in future. According to Southend Hospital's chief clinician, Sir Henrietta Fuckwheat, who even knows? There will now be practical guidelines in place for any man who requests a cervical smear screening. He added, we have issued guidance to all relevant practitioners that a cervical smear screening can be simulated in men, wait for it, by use of the rectal cavity. This... I told you I wasn't going to comment on it, and I'm not. But there you go. That's today in Clown World. All right. Oh. It makes me feel angry as a British taxpayer, furious that this craziness is now coming directly out of, this is not something on the NHS. This is something anybody can just wander in and have like tens of thousands of dollars wasted of people's